Hello, everyone, and welcome to the grand finals for the second Proving Grounds qualifier here at Unified. I'm Matt Cubby Samuelson, going to be your host today. Joining me on the desk, going to be Beatdown, and our wonderful guest, the coach of No Org, the first team that won Proving Grounds, an amateur team with No Org sponsorships. I feel like it's appropriate given the final that we have today. Stunt, thanks so much for joining us. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Just been playing Champions Queue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have that ladder back up, and great to have you joining us on the desk today. Definitely going to be leaning into some of your expertise as someone who has coached a team, not only to win a tournament in amateur, but all of Proving Grounds. Of course, does start tomorrow. But before we get there, we have to go over how we got to these grand finals beatdown, because it's been a roller coaster of a tournament. We want to take a look at some of the groups and just kind of take a big step back, as we have seen so much amateur League of Legends play throughout this spring split so far, and it all comes to an end today as a grand final. Someone's gonna be victorious, and someone's gonna be going into Proving Grounds tomorrow.
Right, and this what these teams are fighting for, of course, is that third seed there in the overall amateur standings, which of course is going to dictate your matchup for the first day of actual Proving Grounds. And yeah, like taking a look at the groups, I mean, we definitely, in terms of groups, we got a lot of what we expected. Some upsets here and there. Looking at you, Taco Gaming, knocking Maryville down a peg. But overall, I think the real upset started in the playoffs, where we got some of these matchups where we weren't really expecting how things were going to shake out. I mean, you guys remember the caster predictions probably. No, not many of us, if maybe any of us, thought that 100x were going to get upset by Maryville. You look at Taco Gaming, almost called them Taco Tuesdays, game yesterday as well against IMT They also ended up being triumphant as well. So, and that's kind of what led us to this final that you were alluding to, Cubby, where again you got two amateur orgs, just like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 teams of 5. There's 0 LCS or Academy experience. We're going to be hitting on this a lot throughout the desk. But I do want to transition to our next point. We have some of the points updated, as of course all these teams are competing to posture for seeding in Proving Grounds. And, you know, Stunt, as someone who participated in Proving Grounds, like, do you put a huge priority on having that top seed in amateur? Do you think this matters a whole lot moving into the next stage of our amateur circuit?
Even though we got the top seed, I don't think it mattered to us because we kind of knew that if we wanted to win the whole thing, we'd have to beat all the teams anyways and be the best. In terms of whether or not I think either of these two teams could be the best, I think they would need to really show a lot of improvement through each series. And I'm always going to cheer for the amateur team to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that, you know, always playing upset to those big dogs, something that both of these teams have done throughout this tournament. As I do want to walk through our playoff bracket overview. This is, of course, Proving Grounds. And Beatdown, I think important to note, given a look at the points, given where we are in the standings, the winner of tonight's match will be that amateur third seed.
Right, that's the thing, and they're looking to play up against Dig Academy. They're right outside of the play-ins, or as we colloquially call it, the Gulag. So either way, definitely there is that difference in competition when you move up to the Academy stage. So I think, although getting the best seed you can matters, it is true with Stunt. You are going to have to face a lot of tough competition. You are going to have to play the best that you can, because it really doesn't get easier from here, whether you're third or fourth seed.
I feel like it's the right attitude for any tournament, right? You're going to have to knock down all the top dogs in order to make sure that you're the ones taking home that trophy. But as we tease, that is something that both of these orgs have done throughout this bracket. Beatdown, UTs, that the biggest upset that we have seen, Maryville over 100 Thieves Next. If anyone's tuning in that has been following amateur, 100 Thieves Next, that is the team with Sniper on it. They were 26-1 between the first OQ and this one, moving into that Maryville match. Maryville 2-1 them, and then got blanked yesterday by no team.
I like the term blanked because that's a really good way to put it. Not really how we were expecting it to go down. And I think we got to give a little props to No Team for that victory we saw from them there. I mean, it was really clean. If you were watching the interview before we went live to the desk, there was that second game where it was very tumultuous for No Team. And I mean, we were watching it that you're probably thinking like, oh, it's done. The lead is insane. Niles is extremely fed on Jace and everything like that. But Griffin was talking about the attitude that they had in the team just going through that game where they're in the 6 7 like 8,000 gold deficit, and they kept it cool. Griffin kept telling him he's that positive voice on the team, clearly, where he wants to win and says, guys, we have our win cons, let's play for them. And they did that really well.
And
Yeah.
it's the reason that they are here today.
Yeah, on that point, I was playing with Griffin in Champions Queue, and it was really funny because, I think most players would see the game I was in as like completely lost.
Yeah.
And some of the players even like muted, deafen, whatever. And Griffin was just there talking to himself, like, yeah, this is how we can maybe win, and this is that. I think this guy has such crazy, contagious optimism that I could definitely see them coming back from behind with that kind of mental.
I believe it's a 6K gold deficit, 7K gold deficit yesterday.
Something like that. Yeah, it was unreal. And I think that's kind of why when we talk about No Team, we talk about Griffin a lot. Like, the dude is 15 years old, incredibly young, and the people who have played with him, worked with him, they express not only what you're talking about, stunt, but just that mind for the game that he has at such a young age. Like, it's not just hands, it is a lot of game smarts. And it shows in that positivity as well, that I think really helps No Team as a whole. And even it seems to be doing pretty well for him in Champs Queue games.
Well, hey, I know that we've been already kind of teasing Griffin, sharing some of that Champs Queue experience that you've got as well. Love having that on the desk, but we got to break into the entire matchup. Talk about all 10 of these players that we have today, because once again, No Team versus Taco Gaming. There is 0 org support, 0 player salaries. It is just 2 groups of 5 and a small support system behind them. Throwing down, they've made it all the way to our grand finals. And guys, this is what esports feels like it's about. I mean, this is like
100%.
the heart of how things have gotten started. I am so excited for these games today. And for some of the people that, have followed the NA developmental scene, to get a front row seat to some of the talents that we have emerging here. I know that we've talked a lot about Griffin, but Beatdown, I know on the other side, Taco Gaming, Trickster, Doxa, these are 2 players that you've been really excited about as well.
Absolutely, and that's the reason I predicted them to win their matchup yesterday. I think this mid-jungle duo is just too strong to not bet on. And I remember, Cubby, you specifically said, too, during one of the matchups when they upset MU, you're like, oh, man, I wish I wasn't a coward and bet on Trickster and Doxa. If it makes you feel better, I bet against them as well. But that game is what really opened my eyes and just shows how good these 2 players are. Trickster, overall, really good at playing for the team and also playing this sort of style similar to Griffin, where you can go for the farm, you can kind of bring yourself and pull resources into yourself and be that carry in the late game. We saw it yesterday. He brought out the cane. It was pretty disgusting, to say the least. And of course, you do have to give Doxa that credit, like you're mentioning as well, because they play so well together. And I mean, we got clips showing what kind of player Doxa is. This dude is a monster.
We'll get to those in a sec. I do want to pause as we are kind of talking about both of the rosters. And Stunt, talk to you as a coach. I know that jungle as a position has a big impact on the early game, and it feels like Griffin's someone that's very much a farming jungler. Trickster, as you mentioned, someone that you've played with before, plays around his lanes really well. How does that kind of affect each team when you have that different style coming in?
Yeah, so I would say a jungler that farms a lot is kind of a jungler you guys have to play towards your jungler style, I guess. So if he likes to farm, then as laners, you want to pick something that can enable his farming style, whether it's something that can play safe or something that can get prio so you can help invade camps together. That's important. Whereas a jungler that plays for laners, typically you'll want like more mechanical laners that will take the lead that the jungler gives them and translate that into like team fight victories and like individual advantages. And so I think that works well for Trickster and Doxa because, like you guys mentioned, Doxa is like more mechanical and is capable of doing those like high damage output. So I think both junglers playstyles kind of match their teams well.
And it's something that is going to have a big impact on today's series. I do want to dive right in. We're going to start with No Team, who did book their spot in the grand finals first yesterday with that 2-0 over Maryville. And specifically, we're taking a deep dive on that 15-year-old. We heard him in the pre-show. We've seen him throughout the tournament beatdown. It's been all about Griffin with his squad.
It has been. And you could tell, like, it's like Stunt was saying, it's the style that this team goes for here, where a lot of this a lot of them do play for this jungler, this young, confident, very skilled player. Where you look at Blaze in the mid lane, he's always playing those prio picks, trying to help set Griffin up, move in with him, try to steal camps, go for skirmishes. Anything this kid is looking for, the team is so good at setting him up. He's so good at pulling resources, making the most use of them. And we see examples of that, not only in games where they have insane comebacks like against MU, but even ones where the team as a whole are really good at helping him snowball. Because I think game 1 against MU was a pretty good example of that. They had Dragoon on the Darius, they had Griffin on the Gwen, with small incremental leads that they start to build up in the early game, and then it was like a crashing wave over to MU's chances in game 1.
And I mean, speaking of Dragoon's Darius, I know we had a highlight package to fly for just how they were able to 2-0 Maryville yesterday. Something that's been really core to No Team's identity. They are so good at team fighting. And Stunt, specifically for amateur games, like, what is something that, you're looking for out of these amateur players to kind of, set them apart or maybe open them up to being looked at for the next level? And how does team fighting play into that?
Yeah, I mean, I see a big mistake on my screen right here. They left Dragoon's Darius open. I think we learned to ban that one pretty early on in amateur.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, yeah, as a coach, we're always trying to make our players look as good as possible, and enabling like these kind of signature picks in draft is something that will make a player look really good on stage. So I'm glad that they were able to do that.
Yeah, it was something that, Dragoon looked great. Also, I know we've been talking a lot about Griffin on No Team, mentioned Blaze, Dragoon, but also Scooped for me has been a huge standout at Marksman, not only in this OQ, but the last one. That Jinx has been huge. We saw it in the last team fight there. Someone else we're going to have to keep our eyes on as we move forward, but I do want to shift the conversation from No Team over to Taco Gaming. And when we bring up Taco Gaming, we got to talk about Doxa and the Doxa diff that we witnessed yesterday, Beatdown.
The Doxa diff was astronomical yesterday. I said it on Twitter, and I'm going to say it again now. I was losing my mind, Cubby, while on the cast, and I'm sure whenever that clip package comes up, you're going to see what I'm talking about if you somehow missed that. Such a great game. Doxa is just that kind of player who last year on Winthrop was that kind really stand out, especially in spring. You've probably seen the Smack skiff saying Doxa diff and a bunch of dabs, and there is a reason for that, especially on the Zoe pick. I think this was the first and last time he's going to be able to play that in the playoffs. Is probably not going to go through, but he's got plenty of other picks that he can go for here. These champions where he can get leads for his team, make it easier for Trickster to overall try and set up these plays, try and help Snowball Taco to a victory here because they work together so very well.
Just looking through some of these plays, Toxic, his Zoe yesterday was so filthy. He dropped
Disgusting.
16 kills. And then he follows it up with this Kaisa game where he comes from behind a new champ we're seeing in the meta. Stunt, I know that, you are a little bit more reserved just because of the lack of mid-prio you can get with this champ, but God, when you get to the later stage of the game, Kaisa can be so disgusting with that poke.
Yeah, so my issue with Kaisa, she doesn't really have CC, and so like playing for those early mid jungle 2v2s is going to be more difficult, and a better mid jungle combo could push you out 2v2 and go dive a side lane. But I do think she is one of the best scalers right now for mid lane, and so if she's allowed to just farm it up, then she's going to take over the game. Yeah.
We saw that yesterday. I think they overcame like a 4K gold deficit. Again, comeback victory in Game 3 when it mattered most. Taco Gaming, they clutched up. And speaking of Taco Gaming, I think it would be a disservice if I didn't mention something before we dive into the day's matches. But fortunately for me, Grapes, one of the casters that has been working with us throughout this tournament, he had a few better words to put it in than I could. So, why the video?
What day is it? What day is today? I can't remember. What day is it? What day is today? Is there something happening today? Did I just forget?
I mean, it's not Monday. That was yesterday. I just don't understand. I mean, how can I not remember what day it is today? Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Taco Tuesday.
Get those tacos out. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. We'll see if that buff can help out Taco Gaming today. I mean, a big part, someone that I feel like has had the Taco Tuesday buff for the entirety of the tournament. It has been the mid laner, Toxa. We hyped him up. We saw the highlight package. But, Stunt, you talked about when you have a ganking jungler, being able to play around that mechanical laner. And Doxa has been that player for Taco Gaming.
Yeah. Doxa, like you saw in the Zoe clip, he's really good at playing these like prio mid laners and moving his advantage to the rest of his teammates. And he typically plays the team fights pretty well and does a high damage output, as you can see in the stats. Definitely a player to look out for.
Yeah, someone that we are going to be keeping our eyes on. It has not. It's been pretty easy to keep our eyes on Doxa. He's been popping off throughout the entirety of this event, but hey, we've introduced both of the teams. We've gotten some breakdowns. Now, we have to get some, I'd say, predictions, some thoughts from some of our experts, but before I go to the casters that we have on the desk and also the ones that have been helping us out throughout this entire tournament, we have to introduce our special guest and who they thought would win today's final. Okay, Shio has spoken. That is the adorable Corgi, I should say. Not Corgi. Corgi? I don't know. League's got me all confused. The adorable Corgi that we have that is helping out behind the scenes, as we're just going to move on. Caster predictions. Let's fly them. Who do the casters have for today's final? We've got No Team versus Taco Gaming. Gonna have to see how everyone panned out, and actually pretty split across the board. And Beatdown, you being the only one that is on this graphic, I noticed that you're a little bit low on the points. Might be trying to play catch up in the back half. You got Taco Gaming today.
I do. I've given up on catch up. I think after last week in top 8, I knew it was already doomed. But this is definitely me just more going like this. I actually believed Taco Gaming would come out on top yesterday, and I do think they have a really good shot today. Not only because of the fact, largely it is about that mid jungle duo. I think like Trickster and Doxa are so strong, and if they manage to get some of those strong power picks that we saw them go for yesterday, yeah, I know Zoe's not gonna get through for Doxa. I've already accepted that. If anybody was watching, but still, I think they team fight really well as well, and I'm looking for them to give Cozy some of these picks we've seen him into the earlier parts of the tournament, because I actually think Cozy is a pretty solid player. He's got some picks that a lot of other tops in the tournament haven't really been bringing out. We saw him on the Kennen earlier, and I actually think I've been saying this for months now. I think it's a super underrated pick, so I'm hoping that's something we see from this squad, and they really focus on team fighting when it comes to draft.
And, I mean, that's something that's going to be so critical. Now, I have gotten the predictions from the rest of our casters, our special guests. Got to get the predictions from myself and you two as well. And, of course, I want to start with our special guest, Stunt. Who do you have for today?
So, yeah, I voted for Team No Tacos because I was trying to get tacos yesterday, and then, early mornings, like 1 a.m. But then the machine was broken, so she made me wait outside for like an hour, and then I didn't get any tacos. So yeah, just for that reason, I will have to go with Team No Freaking Tacos.
the no team win because Stunt didn't get any tacos yesterday. Beatdown, you're gonna be different.
I am going to be different. I even tweeted about it. I got tacos today because the Chipotle seems to be a lot more accommodating than wherever you ended up going, Stunt. And I did. Oh, there you go. And so I said Taco Gaming are going to win. I'm not going to say it's easy. That's why you see the 3-2 score line. This is going to be a close one. Nail biter, barn burner, banger, whatever you want to call it.
I like you guys, basing your predictions off of some serious life experience instead of the tape.
Right.
Personally, I've got No Team 3-1 with Stunt. I think that No Team are the best team fighting team that we have left in this tournament. Arguably have been besides Hunter Next for all of Amateur. And I'm giving Trickster Doxa one game to pop off. I think No Team's going to take it, though. Closing thoughts, Stunt. Going into the first draft, what do you tell your team? How do you prep them going in as a coach?
Usually before a game, I just, whatever's done has been done. you're gonna go into game knowing that if you had the good practice, you just have to believe in it, and that the practice has paid off, and that you're going to do well, just like based off good habits and all of that. And so there's not really too much of a stress going in, and trust the preparation for the game.
All right, Coach Stunt, appreciate your thoughts. Guys, it is time to send us off to our final. I just want to emphasize one more time. In amateur, we have had multiple collegiate programs, 3 LCS affiliates, ex-pros, ex-academy players all competing in this tournament. It's coming down to 2 teams of 5 and a support staff with 0 salary, 0 sponsors, nothing, just throwing down. And to bring it all to you, 2 people that before they graced their presence in the LCS actually started out in grassroots amateur esports in the League of Legends scene as well. As guys, it's my pleasure throwing to the cross to our casters. We got Captain Flowers and Avali. But before we do have to fly a tweet with the hashtag We Are Unified. If you want to hop into the conversation, you can tweet at us. Maybe get on broadcast. We said Griffin didn't trust his teammates because they had girlfriends yesterday. Maybe you have something spicier. Maybe you want to say something to Captain Flowers Avali while this cast is going on. Should be entertaining. Once again, a hell of a match ahead of us. Captain Flowers Avali, take it away.
Thank you so much, my friends. Welcome, everybody. And I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. Avali, the last time we cast together was a practice cast sometime last year where you told me to review it like Gordon Ramsay, and then I couldn't tell if you were fake crying or real crying. So
you made me cry. You made me cry in front of everyone. You made me cry. I was on the floor. I was in tears. I had my dog that I was holding close for, warmth, support, and comfort.
But it got views. It got views. You see?
We do it for the content. Honestly,
oh, yeah.
I personally love just using my emotional trauma for views and engagement. So why not use it for League of Legends too? But Flowers, I'm very excited for these games that we have here today. And one of the things that I personally really love about Proving Grounds here today was, did you see Beatdown's background? Did you see the background behind him?
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, he had JoJo. He had
Oh, is
Persona.
that what it is? See, I can't actually tell where the drawings are from. Okay, so it's a JoJo. It's a JoJo.
Everything good in life. It's everything good in life, Flowers.
Okay.
It's everything good in life. But I also really enjoyed the fact that Stunt has a personal vendetta against Team Taco Gaming because he was not able to get tacos last night. So that sounds like a personal caster bias, if you ask me.
I mean, if it reminds you of the thing that you cannot have, of course you're going to have a little bit of a vendetta against it. My favorite thing is the fact that no team has the NFT with the line through the F in the middle of it, and they've made it all the way to the finals. And this is the first time I've seen anything with the letters NFT actually have value. So I really like the fact that we get to see. I'm sorry, I have to take shots at NFTs. Come on. Okay, all right. Now that I've got that out of my system, we're good to go. We're in our.
There's someone in the chat who is telling me to make my bed, and I just need to point out my bed is made. Okay, my body pillows are tucked in.
That's made.
Okay, yeah. Wait. Okay. See, look. See how the cover is over, and then here's my pillow, and the pillows are on top of the covers. That's how you make your bed.
Obviously, that looks terrible. Okay, well, Avi makes her bed. Let's see what's going to get banned away here in this one. So, I've been casting LCS on 12.5, and then I learned today that this is on 12.4, so I have to unlearn all the stuff about 12.5. I've been told that Gwen is still perma-bannable, but Gwen made it through this time. Zeri got banned. Zeri and Jinx both got banned away, so no Jinx from Arcane, no Zeri. Rise is gone, Akali's gone, Zoe's gone, Aphelios is gone, and oh, look, Gwen is up, and Gwen gets first pick. I am not surprised on that one.
You're not surprised at all. I'm surprised that no one has decided to screenshot Team No NFT right now. Because if they took little screenshots and started posting those all... It's not No NFT?
It's
what is
no
it?
Team.
It's no
It's no team. The logo is crossing out the F from NFT, dude. That was my move. Okay.
I, for one, am truly supportive of the grassroots esports teams and orgs and players that we have coming up. Something that they mentioned, both of us coming up through grassroots. You uprooting grass. Do you see the joke since you used to shovel dirt because you uproot?
Okay, let's look at the draft. Wow, we've got Karma and Tooms the Gunman showing up. I don't get to call him that on official LCS broadcast because it's not his name. But since we're able to have a little bit more loosey-goosey time here on Amateur, I'm calling him Tooms the Gunman. So we got him locked in over on the red side. Oh, Kaisa and Nautilus. Here we go. I wonder if we get to see ARAM Kaisa.
Oh
So-
no.
So, Avi, have you heard of this? Are you familiar with this?
Am I familiar with? Have you guys heard of this? Have you?
I mean, most
are
of
you familiar with it? You sound like you're
have
about
you
to start a
heard about this?
monologue.
Do you know about this? Well, I know
Let's-
that most of your
let me know.
most of the time when I see you playing League, you're like running it down, playing AP Mage's bottom. So I don't know if this is really your wheelhouse or not. But anyway, the way Kaisa's played these days, you just build Muramana and then a bunch of AP and you one-shot people. With
Oh
the
yeah.
W.
No,
Yeah.
it's disgusting. She just throws the W out. You could be halfway across the rift, and then boom, just
Oh.
explode.
To the people in Twitch chat saying, is this LCS flowers or is this Twitch chat flowers? I'm like halfway in between them. I'm not going to go full on like commentary about Samira, but I'm also not going to like plug sponsors for Baron and stuff like
But
that.
how do you feel about Lilia's hooves?
I ain't talking about that because you know what hooves are? Hooves are feet for animals, and we are not placating the feet people in chat right now. We're gonna let that they can do their thing themselves. I'm not getting into it. Let's go ahead. Oh look, there
Cool.
we might not get Jinx from Arcane, but we get Caitlyn from Arcane. Aubrey, how do you feel about Arcane? That chat.
I mean, listen. So far, I see that we potentially have one mid lane. No, we don't really know if we have any of our mid laners out yet, and because there is one particular mid laner that I'm looking for from, you know, the hit Riot Netflix series Arcane that I would love to see make an appearance, and that I would also love to see step on me. But you know, I guess we're just gonna have to see where he pops up throughout the course of the day. Oh, so apparently there's absolutely no audio coming through from Captain Flowers, which means that this is my stream now, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, are we talking about the draft, or are we talking about how I can't wait until potentially 2023 or 2024, whenever Arcane Season 2 comes out, because I need to see the Victor transformation, okay? That is something that intrigues me, all right? I don't care about the Jace. I don't care about the anything else. I just care about seeing Victor. Oh, look, okay, something that I really like, and he can't talk right now, but Skarner is potentially being hovered. It could just be Team No Team.
You hear me
Oh, yeah,
now?
no, now they're hovering Yumi instead. So,
Okay, you
he's
can
back?
hear me now. Okay, so awfully the most important thing to learn about Skarner hovers in games that I'm casting, they're never
Yes.
real. People just do
They're
them
never
as a
real?
shout out to be like, hey bro, we know you like this champion, and then they pick something that's actually good. Unfortunately for Skarner,
like,
he's not actually good. So we're probably never gonna get him. I appreciate the shout out. Thank you teams for hovering Skarner anyway, but I know you guys aren't gonna pick him. Anyway, we get to see Kane. How do we feel about Kane, Aubrey? I know he's like an edgy anime guy. He's pretty much Sasuke from Naruto, right?
yeah, he's like Sasuke from Naruto, but I feel like Kane respects women just a little bit more. When
I don't know
whenever
anything about
see...
Sasuke, so I can't make a joke. All I know is he's emo. I was like, I
You know
can try
what?
to make a joke here, but I also might end up landing in hot water if I say the wrong thing. I don't know, so I'm just not gonna do it.
You know what I do know? You know what I do know? We're seeing the Vex come out, who is a fantastic unit in the other Riot Games League of Legends game, Teamfight Tactics, also known as TFT. I personally go with the all Yordles comp every single time, and I force it. Vex, you're going to want to see a redemption on her, maybe a Bramble vest, and, you know, potentially you could put whatever the Titan's armor thingy on him.
That's not
but-
even okay. Look, I'm just gonna be straight with you. I haven't
Titan's
played
Resolve.
TFT since set 1. I have no idea what's even in that game now. So,
Yeah!
I've literally looked in my own Discord before at people talking about TFT builds, and for a second just thought, I'm like, wow, are you guys all like unironically Iron 4? Or what are you talking about? Why are you building Infinity Edge on Aurelion Soul or whatever? And then I'll realize they're talking about TFT. So I'm a little bit out of the loop on that one. All right, so what do we get to finish with? We got the Vex, we got the Gnar, we got the Ahri. Okay. So, Amelie, tell me, in your expert opinion, who won the draft?
My expert opinion, I will tell you as soon
Yeah.
as the draft pops back up. Here we go. So I'm a little biased because Team Taco Gaming has many of my early mains when I first started playing League of Legends. Believe it or not,
Okay.
I used to be an 80 carry main. And then I was a mid laner main. and then I was in the jungle. So I mean, I was playing
Wait,
Ari.
no shot. You
I
were
played
never a
jungle.
jungler. I have
I
seen
play-
you jungle. You walked into my lane as a level 4 Evelyn, died, and said, Wyatt, I'm not invisible. There's no way you were a jungler.
I played Sejuani and Vi and J4 religiously in the jungle.
I don't believe this. Where is my...
What do you
where's
mean you
my...
don't-
Press X to doubt. We are pressing...
You can't press X
We're just
to
gonna
doubt.
hold that down.
What? Can
Holy...
Does my
There's
does
no
my
way.
OP GG pull up press stuff? Because I need to make this known. But no, I mean, like, actually, if I'm looking at it, I do like Team Taco Gaming, even though I do just want a screenshot. No teams.
You just want to take a screenshot of... I mean, hey, if no team wins this, then you can sell their champion select JPEG for a ton of money to yourself and then lie to someone else about how much you sold it for and then try to make actual money.
Good. Here's the thing. I'm not letting this go. I'm trying to find my old footage of when I would play jungle.
Okay.
Played Sejuani in the jungle and Vi.
Is this gonna be like, how far back is this? Is this on old Summoner's Rift?
Yes.
Oh,
This
man.
is before. As soon as they made jungle changes, I'm like, I'm not playing jungle anymore. This is too confused.
They make jungle changes every year, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly. I'm like, I'm out of there. Who do you think won the draft, Flowers?
Who do I think won the draft? Well, I see Gwen on patch 12.4, which means no team won the draft. This champion is broken. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the phrase Gwen is immune, but if you play against her for any amount of time, don't worry, you're going to get to read it a lot. The champion's ability to just run in and do whatever the hell she wants is unparalleled, and a properly piloted Gwen is just going to snip everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing what Dragoon's going to do on this one.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
But if you think
Picking it up.
about it, think about Gnar. That's going to be her top lane opponent, right? When
Mm-hmm.
Gnar transforms, what does he throw with his Q? A boulder.
I mean, it depends on the skin. No, sometimes he
bul-
throws a
a-
clock. Sometimes
okay.
it is a spaceship.
Can you just bear with me for a second? A boulder, also known as a rock. And as we all know, rock beats scissors. Therefore, Gnar is actually the hard counter to Gwen. And I honestly think that because Taco Gaming has had the, mental capacity to jump forward and look at these matchups and, how in-depth they really went with this planning, I do believe that Taco is going to have the upper hand here.
Because Gnar throws a rock.
Yes.
Okay, well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Buckle your seatbelts and get ready to go. It is a best of 5 here in our grand final of the Proving Grounds Qualifier number 2. Proving Grounds itself going to be starting up tomorrow, so make sure you're going to be ready for that one. We're going to have all the action here today, and it just don't stop even heading forward from here. But first, we got to figure out which one of these two squads is truly the baddest and the chattest. No team in the blue, Taco Gaming over on the red. Ovally, let's play a game. All right,
no.
These guys are playing a game. You and I are going to play a game. Well, this game is called Is Ovally a Good Analyst or Not? And since we don't have time to ask you about a bunch of different things, we're going to distill it down to a single question. Ovally, who's getting first blooded and who's getting the kill? You got to get both parts right. No participation points.
All right, okay. I think that it's going to be Caitlyn in the bot lane getting smacked by a Nautilus hook, but I do think that Kai'Sa's going to pick up the kill.
Okay, so you think that Scooped will get the kill on Lynx, and that will be first blood?
Absolutely, with a Jashuka assist.
Okay. All right, you're even calling the assist. I didn't even need that detail, but you really... Okay. All right, let's see what Ovaly's
This is just
got.
me proving that
Hold
I
on.
am indeed the superior.
Hold on. We're already going to get some violence, baby. They're going to face check the brush. Link with the flash away, but the boy's still getting chased down. Scoops gets him. Holy moly, no team. They don't need a team, and they got team play, baby. They're trying to get Trickster out of there. Griffin is still in hot pursuit. Kane ain't that strong at level 1, but he might just be strong enough to cut down Toombs the Gunman. 3-1 at level 1, with the first blood being the Kai'Sa on Caitlyn kill off the back of a Nautilus hook. Ovally May, #1 analyst in North America.
Flowers, I think this cements it. I think I can now get up and leave from my computer right now because I called it, the Nautilus Q straight onto the Caitlyn. Scooped chasing forward, picks up that first blood, take the next one down, and oh my god, it was a bloodbath of glory, and I am superior analyst. Jat who? I'm sorry, he's washed.
I can't believe you managed to get that so right, even down to the Nautilus hook. But we're right back into the lane. We're right back into the fight. Jashuka level 2. Remember, even though Scooped got the first kill, unfortunately, Scooped was also the one man from no team who had to die. So wasn't quite able to stick around all the way to the end of the fight, but did get to come back to lane. Has the cull, has the extra potions. Man, this is feeling good. Holy moly, what a start for no team.
I mean,
Taco
honestly,
Gaming, they're going to need a whole taco like combo box to get back out of this one. They're going to need some burritos, some, what other good stuff do we got here? We got some nachos. They're going to need all sorts of stuff because, man, that level 1 was a disaster.
I mean, as long as Scoops pipe in. Oh, and actually, it looks like they're going in for the gank.
Oh, no, Rovex, I think you're done for, buddy. Griffin might take a little bit of damage on the back, but not enough to give a kill back over. No team ain't stopping. They had their plan from level 1, and they're just going to keep the party train rolling, man.
Something that was quite wonderful from the pre-show that we had going on Flowers was Griffin's interview that he was giving, stating something along the lines of, if you have a girlfriend, you're going to have a bad time in League of Legends. I kind of wanted to touch upon that. I wanted to touch upon it because, oh no, there's fights.
Oh, yeah, you don't have time to touch upon it just yet. Blaze is going in. He's going to find a solo kill on Doxa off to the left. Meanwhile, here in the big team fight, Lynx is going to get one back, so Griffin's taken down. 1-for-1 overall in the greater fight. Blaze now with very little health, very little mana, but it's going to be Scoop grabbing the kill up on Rovex. He'll try to get away from the aggro with the blue buff, but goodness gracious. The amount of kills being traded in this game, we got 10 kills in 4 minutes. But it ain't done. Doxa goes in with the flash, but Blaze with the flash back out over the wall. Lynx is ready to chase him. 90 caliber net aggressively forward, but he gets feared back away and will not be able to find the kill.
These teams are so scrappy, Flowers. They just want to keep fighting. You see Griffin go in on Trickster into their own jungle. They chase him in, even though Doxa is fighting Blaze over on the side, and it's just bloody battle after bloody battle. They don't want to stop.
This was just, holy cow, man. The amount of just absolute unwillingness to yield from both of these teams, and now it ain't done. As soon as we're back into bottom lane, Jashuka walks up, tries to get a little bit of lockdown onto Lynx, but with Trickster right there, that means that no team's bottom lane is forced back underneath the turret. I think we might finally have a break here. So, Obli, I think you were talking about something to do with not having a girlfriend makes you better at League and how, like, you know, this was going to be a point somehow.
Exactly, because
what do you got?
Flowers, listen, I don't have a girlfriend, and I'm wonderful at League of Legends. I hit all of my Lux Qs, I hit all of my ults, and I am just constantly carrying my team. No, but one of the lines that I did hear that I absolutely loved was he said, Core JJ said to me, don't get a girlfriend. And Core JJ is a world champ. I don't
Core
know
JJ is
if
also married.
Exactly. I don't know if anyone's told him that yet.
Core JJ is married, dude.
Core JJ's married, and I think that he was dating her or maybe engaged when he won that world championship. I don't know what to tell him.
I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how that one's gonna go, but we've got time. I mean, I don't really even know. Oh, be the best. There. What is your motto or quote to live by? Griffin says, be the best. That's all he wants to do. I like that. That's a chat answer. He's saying this, and by the way, because this is also worth pointing out, and one thing that I wanted to mention here, Kane, you can always tell what he wants to evolve by the keystone that he takes. Hold on, we got an all-in here in the mid lane. Blaze tried to predict it. He doesn't even hit the predict, but he still gets the kill first. Make it a 1-for-1 by the time it's done.
Oh my gosh. And was Blaze even... I know that Blaze wasn't 6 when Doxa was 6. I'm not sure if he hit that mid-fight to get their ult up. But that was a good one. A nice 1-for-1.
Nicely done, nicely done. But no, what I was going to say is Kane has first strike, so he wants to be blue Kane. And you're blue Kane up against 3 squishy champions, and then Graves, and then Gnar, who's squishy half the time. So if Griffin continues this sort of a pace, this sort of a game, I feel like we're just going to get to see the wub-wub montage as Kane walks onto the screen and one-shots whoever he feels like. Wait, Obli, I seem to remember you having a very telling experience against Fed blue Kane once, if I recall correctly.
I block out a lot of traumatic experiences. I don't know what you're talking about anymore at this point. I only recently learned that Tom Kench can just ult everywhere now, and apparently that's a skill change.
It's not his ultimate now, it's his W, but yeah.
He's just, all I'm saying is I'm in a bush and all of a sudden he ults next to me at like level 4. Where's the justice?
But he can't gobble people up until level 6 now. There's the trade-off. He has to be hungry for the first 5 levels. That's what he had to sacrifice. No Taco Tuesday for Tom Kench. But ooh, okay. Cozy's going in. He's looking for Dragoon here a little bit. Goes for the wallop. Goes for the chain CC. Goes for a little bit more damage, but he tries to flash away. You just tried to 1v1 Gwen, and that don't work. Back here in mid lane, we got a 2v1 breaking out as Blaze gets gunned down by the power of Trickster. Coming to help out Doxa.
He was so close, Flowers! Cozy was so close! His rock almost beat the scissors, and honestly, I think that's the spaghetti code of League of Legends.
The Rock almost beat the scissors. They couldn't smell what the Rock was cooking, but he was cooking up trouble. Now down here in bottom lane, Jashuka's ready to go again. He flashes for the dredge line, but he can't quite find it. My man's out of mana. He's still on the front line trying to deal with it. Link's firing off that pilt over Peacemaker, but now Scoop has to back away as well.
Ooh.
No team's bot lane did not have this go their way, and now they got to head for the hills.
Whoa! I love that mantra Q. That was always one of my favorite things about Karma. You could just blow people up and oh, there goes the Vexel!
Oh, Lynx! Nope, he ain't getting away from that one. Blaze just coming in. Should be able to mop these guys up, no problem. A little bit more damage. There's your Q. Oh no, Rovex. We just have to watch the slow execution of the poor Karma here. Oh no, wait, he missed!
Oh.
Okay, all right, he picks it up. He picks it up. He picks it up. 10-6, 16 kills, 9 minutes. What the hell is going on here?
This is a little question that we asked. Oh, nope, it went away. Never mind. I think it said something about Blaze liking to be a kangaroo. Here we go. Here we go. This came from Blaze when asked, if you had to describe yourself as an animal, which one would it be? Blaze says, kangaroo. I put my teammates in my pouch.
I put the team in my pouch. That's such a... I like that as such a deviation from like the backpack or just putting them on your back in general. He's trying to find a more ergonomically designed way to do it. Just carry him around in the pouch. Hop, hop, hop. And honestly, Blaze sitting on 4, 2, and 3, 7 out of 10 kill participation, rocking it on the Vex, has the Everfrost already done. But, oh boy, Liu Kane's already evolved. All right, this is where we truly get to unleash the Sasuke power.
Okay.
All right, so what I've always understood of this show, Avali, is that Sasuke is better, but Naruto still wins because he's the main character, and that's exactly what happened. Lynx is the main character, and he killed Sasuke.
Honestly, like, I think when we were all young, you know, impressionable girls, we all loved emo, edgy boy Sasuke, right? But then as I grew older,
I was never a young, impressionable girl. I can't.
You don't have to put up these walls around me, Flowers. You don't have to put up these walls around me. This is a safe space. You can tell me that you really love Sasuke. Personally, I really like Itachi. But that's not what we're talking about here because it looks like Shuka's going in.
Kaisa's going in with that killer instinct, Lynx. I'm sorry, buddy. There ain't no way home. Rovex is going to try to walk this one off, but I don't think it's going to work out too well. Jashuka's right next to him, just waiting for the cooldown, and they hand the money over to Kaisa.
Did you see Scooped with that white flag emote and then almost like the teabaggy?
Surrender.
Oh no, it looks like Cozy is gonna get... No, Cozy, he's good. He's
chilling. No, Sasuke's about to stop him, though. Griffin's going in. He's ready to unleash the power of God and anime on his side. Cozy's trying to get out of that one. Nope, there's just no way to do it. Griffin flashes just to guarantee there's no chance for Cozy to try to juke away from it. And here's a replay of the kill that happened earlier. Trickster just getting soloed down by Griffin. This is why Griffin did not have the ulti to finish that kill on Cozy up there. Had to flash instead. Griffin 4, 2, and 1 on Blue Kane.
Ooh. You know, I think I would like to take this moment to ask the chat, what Naruto character do you think Captain Flowers would be? Because personally, I think he might be...
I don't even know who all the characters besides Naruto and Sasuke are. Naruto, Sasuke, and the bad guy with the big sword in the first arc. That's the only characters I know.
I'm trying to remember what the name... Yeah, Killer Bee. I think that Flowers would be a Killer Bee.
What is it? That sounds like an animal, like a killer bee?
No. He is a character, and he, like, talks and rhymes. Yo.
He talks and rhymes. Okay.
Yo.
It sounds like a character that's actually just a bee. So, I
don't know, man. I quit Naruto around the time he was introduced, because Pain was like, hey, by the way, I just demolished this entire village. JK, Naruto, you are a friend, so I'm bringing everyone back to life. Like, what?
Okay, so it's just, it stopped making sense?
Yeah, like, you know,
Okay.
I know you could relate to this. Oh, just kidding. It might look like there's a fight.
Oh, it is a fight. It might not just look like it might be it. We already got trade. Jungler for jungler. Rovek's gonna fall down next as Doxa's getting chased down by Jashuka, Blaze, and Scoop. Doxa wants to run away using the power of that ulti here. Charm gonna get sidestepped. Everfrost finds its way out onto 2.
Oh.
Doxa still trying to find a little bit more damage, but the man gets himself out of harm's way. Link's gotta watch out. Using the Gale Force to reposition. A beautiful bait, but he still can't quite get the kill with the damage. Back up in top lane. Gwen is immune, as you'd presume. Jumping right back in there with the snip, snip, snip. Cozy tries to get a couple more auto attacks back at him, but Dragoon's just gonna skip on away.
That was so close. Whoa, oh, just kidding. We're looking at the dragon fight again. But yeah, so quickly the team took down the dragon, and Jashuka just scaring everyone away with that giant anchor going whoop, to the bottom of the sea with you.
Yeah, there's he keeled hauled him there. That was not good times for them. But hey, I like this at the end because Doxa gets back. He's low. They end up baiting in the Nautilus just a little bit too far, but not quite enough damage for the kill. Unfortunately, we're still at that point of the game. I mean, Caitlyn's got 1 item. Ari's got an Everfrost. We still need to see a little bit more money put into this before they're ready to go.
Okay, so people in the chat are now catching up, and they say that you are either Might Guy. Someone's saying Jiraiya. You are not Jiraiya. You are absolutely
I don't know
not
who
Jiraiya.
that is either.
I will tell you about Jiraiya when we are not streaming.
Okay.
You are not Jiraiya.
Okay.
I'm closer to Jiraiya than you are.
Okay. Well, who's okay, this Rock Lee, is he cool? Is that a cool guy?
No, I think they said Might Guy over Rock Lee. Rock Lee is cool. He fights Gara. He's the one that...
I don't know who that is either.
It's the scene where, like, there's this kid in the green jumpsuit. He drops
Oh,
the
where he
training
takes the
weights.
weights off and they cause an earthquake? That's
Exactly.
pretty sick.
Oh, no,
But,
Cozy, under
you want to
tower?
talk about an earthquake, man? Griffin's just shaking the
Oh.
foundations versus Taco Gaming here. Running over anybody that he sees. And this is what I was talking about early. As soon as I saw that first strike, I'm like, this is a montage game for Griffin. This is just running around, one-shot anybody you see. Sayonara, see you later. Thanks for the 300 gold. Make sure to make a complaint post on Reddit about Kane later. Like, this is Griffin's world, and Taco Gaming's living in it.
Oh, yeah. And I'm... Oh, no, Doxa!
Oh, Doxa with an outplay,
Doxa!
though. Nicely done. Oh, Doxa. Oh, no. Oh, no. As soon as I throw out the compliment, I cast her, curse him, and he just gets absolutely exploded. Copy TP's in, only to find himself locked down again. Trickster trying to fire off a little bit more damage, clean one of these 2 up. You got 2 incredibly low health bars, and Rovek's coming in from the side. Ace in the hole is deployed and blocked by Dragoon. Now Blaze has to try to get away as Jashuka and Scoop try to fall back. Blaze finally dies there to Cozy. Dragoon's the only one with any amount of HP remaining. Scoop with the flash over the wall trying to stay alive. And the Gale Force execution comes in for Lynx. Jashuka and Dragoon will walk away. But what a bloodbath this one continues to be.
See, now, both of these teams are really trying to just go, oh, you think that you guys are the scrappy fighters? We're the scrappy fighters. We're gonna come in, bat you guys around, play with our food, and then we're gonna, like, you know, just take your face and then just, like, rub it into, like, the ducky doo-doo in the river. And, oh no, Lynx is going down by Griffin again!
This is a Blue Cane life, baby. This is a Blue Cane life.
I was so excited for Doxa because it looked like they were going to be able to get away right here when all 4 people start collapsing on top of them. Able to ult out, land the quick charm, take down Griffin on the cane, but...
It was slick.
Short-lived.
It was slick, but then it turned into this, and we kind of cursed him a little bit, and then kaboom, the last half of the health bar just disappeared. They did a good job striking back here, because Jashuka kind of took the whole team a little bit deep. Trickster with a good ulti, taking 2 guys low, but then the problem is the cavalry finally arrives. Taco Gaming just has the guys coming up from the left here. Nice body block on that ace in the hole there that came out from Dragoon.
By Dragoon,
managing
yeah,
to,
that was good.
Managing to stop that shot that probably would have been lethal. And then Cozy, of course, picks up 1. Chase it after Scoop. You can see Scoop flashing over the wall there. Wanted to stay alive, but Lynx was able to chase him down with the execution on Gale Force. We got ourselves 31 kills in 16 minutes. This is the kind of League of Legends I want to see.
Yes. I think this is probably more kills than the LPL has had all split.
What? The LPL? LPL is historically violent.
No, what did I say? The LCK?
No, you said LPL. That's like,
I said
no,
LPL. You know what, Flowers? You know what, Flowers?
What?
I'm sorry.
Okay, your apology is accepted. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, well, it's time for Dragon. There's already 2 Drakes over to Taco Gaming, so let's see if they can make this one a Taco Supreme. Grab themselves a soul point. Cozy's going to sidestep away from that Kaisa W. This is more of what looks like a traditional Kaisa build, maybe. No, never mind. He's just got the serrated dirt for a little bit of extra damage. Oh, but a nice engage coming out there. Blaze finds the fear on the multiple targets, but is it going to be enough? Doxa and Rovex both already down. Cozy's going to be the next to fall. Lynx wants to kite it out. Trickster's right next to him, but that shotgun ain't going to do a damn thing. Dragoons on a killing spree, and the rest of no team are going right in there. Hey, Graves, you want to buy a monkey JPEG? Ace over to the side of no team.
Oh my gosh. How BM would it be if no team just decided to get tacos after this game?
That would actually be pretty slick.
That would be, and then they tweeted at them, and then they turned it into an NFT.
That was such a good engage. Watch Blaze do this. Blaze recognizes his job. It's not to be the carry. It's not to be the guy racking up the killing spree. It's to be a ballistic missile. Watch it. Fiddlesticks cosplay. Go in there. He goes in, flash, boom, fear everybody. Doesn't even matter if he dies. His job's already done. At this point, hands off the keyboard. Jesus, take the wheel. Go for it, team. And sure enough, they do. Yes, they end up losing Blaze. Yes, they end up losing Griffin. But the fact that the remaining 3 can then just easily mop up the last 2 players on Taco Gaming. Awesome play coming out from no team. Awesome engage coming out from Blaze.
Man, no team is just crushing Taco right now. Flowers, what can Taco do in this position?
What can
wait a
Taco
second.
do? Oh,
Flowers,
wait. Oh, hold on.
Look at the bottom.
Okay. Wait, how is... Okay, Sakura? Isn't Sakura the pink-haired girl? How am I her?
Sakura is the most useless character. I'm trying to think in anime. I'm gonna.
Does she ever get to do anything cool? Because she didn't do anything cool during like the episodes that I watched in like that water village part.
So apparently she has like one cool moment, like really late in the story, but no one's. I'm not gonna stick around for that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say like, she's a terrible character, but apparently you're close to being Sakura, but more notably Killer Bee.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully the Killer Bee guy is cool. I'm gonna have to look up like a clip of him doing something badass or something because if that guy's leading the vote, I hope he's cool.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we got ourselves a game state of about 6,000 gold lead for the side of no team. Team or not, like professional support or not, sponsors or not, these guys are cleaning it up. Ever since that level 1, where Taco Gaming decided to so brazenly and audaciously face check the brush, it's just been no team's kind of game, man. Back there in middle, Blaze, 8-4 on Vex. Scooped, 7-3 on Kaisa. Griffin, 7-5 there on the Kane. And oh, what's this? Dragoon in the top lane just quietly having 0 deaths in a game that's got 38 kills at 20 minutes. This is scary stuff, but Taco Gaming going for a little bit of some covert.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak Baron, but the enemy support is walking around clearing our wards. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get out in time. Gonna have to keep a lookout for KGB ops. I think he just walked past. We should be fine. Just have to avoid patrolling guards.
Holy moly, I was doing the solid snake bit because I didn't expect it to work, but it did. That was actually so good. They never tripped a single alarm, no exclamation points over any heads. That was smooth and clean.
Nah, I guess their tacos came in big cardboard boxes because that's what they used to sneak that. Did I make you laugh? Did I do it?
Yeah,
funny?
that was good. That was
Yay!
Good. I like that. I like that. Well, hey, okay, so Metal Gear Solid Taco has acquired the power of Baron through an excellent sneak play, and this might just be one of the only things that can save them in this game, because this was worrying there for a minute, my friends, but now we might have a bit closer of a battle on our hands.
I was just typing in the Twitch chat because people are trying to defend Sakura right now. She's a bad character.
You're actually just arguing. You. God bless it. Okay.
Okay, so honestly, Flowers, I was expecting a little bit more from the Kaisa missiles. Let's see, Scooped.
Well, he doesn't have enough of the items yet. Because, see, the Muramana's not completed. So he's not getting the bonus damage from the ability procs on that. He only has the Nashor's Tooth. Once the Lost Chapter gets to turn into a Ludens, and then you can put a little, like, start getting more AP on top of that, like Rabadon's Void Staff. Like, that's going to start to feel better. But he still doesn't really have a lot. Like, his inventory is I'm going to call it a bougie garage sale, because it's not just like tier 1 parts like ruby crystals and cloth armors and that sort of garbage, but it's an unevolved Muramana, it's a lost chapter, it's a serrated dirk, it's a cull that's already been completely stacked. This is a garage sale at a rich person's house, but it is still a garage sale, and he needs to get to the point where more of those items get completed, and then you'll get to see the ARAM missiles.
At what point would a rich person have a garage sale? I think this is the difficulty I'm having with your analogy right now. Like, are they
I don't
trying
know.
to buy a second car, or like, why would they be selling like their antique china? Oh,
sorry,
no!
Chat. I'm just now seeing chat's reaction to the fucking Metal Gear Solid bit. I forgot that the volume changes when I lean in close to the microphone. Sorry if I blew you guys' ear out on that one. That's my bad. I'll take ownership for that one. I'll own that. I'll own that. That's my bad.
No, it's okay. They want you to cast an ASMR now.
I don't know how to do ASMR. I don't have one of those microphones with the ears on it that you like tap or whatever. I don't know how to do that.
I can just do like that cat, like the.
All right, we got an Ocean Drake here while Avali tries to do ASMR for you guys. I don't know, dude. I've never really. I'm in camp. I don't understand ASMR because I'm like, okay, you can tap on a microphone or a desk or something, but I'm like, what does that mean? What does that do? Avali, I'm confused. Is this like a weeb thing? Like, what does it mean?
Flowers. It's time to get the tingles. It's like Evelyn in your ear 24/7. Don't you want Evelyn in your ear 24/7?
No, Evelyn is
I want
evil.
Evelyn in my ears 24/7. Like, if there was a service, Riot, take notes. If there was a service to
Dude,
just have
what?
like Evelyn like talking to me throughout my day, I would dump my entire bank account.
I have a lot of comments I could make. Most of them are mean, so I'm not going to make any of them. Instead, I'm just going to say, wowie, 5,000 gold lead. It's still looking pretty good for no team. We got Baron in 2.5 minutes. I hope we fight over it. This game has calmed down, and I don't like it. We got to see like 20 minutes of just straight insanity. Griffin flashes in, trying to make a play there for the positioning on his Q to go for a cheeky one-shot, but unfortunately, positioning not quite where he needs it to be, so no cheeky one-shots. Feels bad, man.
So, do you think that if okay, here we go. We're gonna try this again.
Okay, let's start it
think-
over. Let's roll it back.
Do we think that if Griffin was in a relationship right now, he would be performing not as great?
I mean, I don't know, dude. He's the one who said that if you get a girlfriend, it distracts you from the game or whatever, right?
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if it's true or not. He believes it, and you got to follow your own heart in these games. So I'm thinking he's making the right call. He's being true to himself. Follow your hearts, Twitch chat. Be true to yourself.
Manifest.
Cap can swear on this stream. So I'm not going to swear on this stream as if it was my own stream or anything like that.
Oh, you
but
said a bad
I'm going to
word?
follow what I consider ABC family rules. If you could hear it during an ABC Family original movie at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, I don't feel bad about saying it.
Wait, ABC is still Disney. Disney doesn't do stuff.
ABC Family was a totally different channel back in like the 90s. I'm pretty sure you weren't born yet, so you don't remember that. But that was the thing.
What?
Yeah, you're like, I don't know, you're like 20 or something, right?
No, that's accurate though. That is accurate.
Okay. All right. Well, no team's pushing up. Taco Gaming just kind of trying to defend here around these tier 2 turrets. Honestly, no team seems to have hit a bit of a roadblock. After Taco Gaming stole that Baron, I mean, Baron's one of the things that you try to use to crack these defenses, and the defenses ain't cracked. So I'm kind of just waiting on this next Baron to spawn up and see if no team can get it, or at least get a fight for it. See, there's a little bit of the Kaisa poke. There's a little bit of the
chunk. I just do want to say that, oh, yeah, there's the Kaisa poke too. Trickster is like, scooped. I don't know if I'm gonna let you get away with that. I was chasing down a little bit. I'm a little bit sad about Cozy on the Gnar. I was really looking forward to just rocks being chucked at Gwen's face, and I don't feel like we've seen enough of that today.
Obviously, you see, the problem is that involves playing against Glenn on patch 12.4. And playing against Glenn on patch 12.4 is generally synonymous with having a bad time. Oh!
Charmed through the wall with the Caitlyn follow-up. Trickster's running away, and it looks like Blaze is going to continue to charge in, but Lynx picks up the shutdown.
Nicely done! I'm talking to you, actually, for being able to navigate that without saying any of your you know,
JoJo
whatever the
words?
crap was that you say in the past in the practices and stuff. But hey, Taco Gaming, they killed the enemy jungler. They killed the enemy mid. They're taking the Baron. These guys are here to play, baby. There we go. Taco Gaming, 2 for 2 on Barons here in our first game of the best of 5. No team, seeing if maybe they can pick something up here. Remember, every time Kai'Sa hits that W, the cooldown of the ability is reduced by 77%. It means as long as she keeps hitting the W's, she gets another W every 3 seconds or so. There's another one. Boom. Okay, that would only hit a minion. You don't get the refund.
Okay.
Scoop was just raining bullets on him, man.
That's what, the second Baron in a row for Team Taco Gaming, especially after sneaking that first one. This is, so will it be enough to keep them in the game, though? Because right now we were looking at it just about a 5k gold lead, still up 2 towers, up a crap ton of kills. What else does Taco need to do?
What else does Taco need to do? Okay, see, you need to objectively evaluate how good of a game of League of Legends, like how clean of a game your opponents are playing, and then play better.
Okay.
That's what I want to see them do. Obviously, I am not an analyst, and I refuse to masquerade as an analyst. You need to see what your opponents are doing and say, we will now play better than you. That is what I want to see. I want to see teamwork. I want to see... Look at this. Griffin is always going to keep trying to do this. If Griffin sees dudes on the map, he will go to kill dudes on the map. So wherever you put your dudes, put your other dudes nearby, and then gank the ganker. Now we got a team fight breaking out, and Cozy's already dead before the Gnar bar could even charge. Doxa goes back in for another charm, but he can't find it. A nice kill comes out for no team. And, I mean, hey, they needed it. They just lost the last Baron. They just lost the last fight. Drakes are tied up 2-2 with this third Drake for either team just about alive. And it looks like Taco Gaming is going to take priority in mid, while no team goes after the Drake instead. Doxa might fire something over the wall. No chance. Oh, but now Doxa might just get caught. Nice dredge line forcing out a flash. Doxa regrouping with the rest of the squad. Griffin looking for the flank opportunity. Everybody on no team still alive, still looking for it. Shuka's got to be careful. Does not want to eat too many more of these. Okay, he's gone. All right, anyway, never mind. Scoop trying to outplay it, but Griffin's already down. Scoop is now stuck inside the stasis, and Scoop is sent right back into the spawn platform. Hey, boys, I hope you ain't on a diet. It's taco time. Ace for TG.
Oh my god, Flowers. TG eating up no team like carnitas on a...
Avali, what the hell are you saying, dude?
I was trying to make a taco joke, and I forgot what meat goes in tacos.
Damage dealt in the last fight. Gnar got a donut because he got picked off first, but then look, Tombs the gunman, filling that sucker full of buckshot and just unloading. Click, click, boom, meet your doom. Jashuka's back alive. He's going to try to defend. It's a 3 versus 1, and the Nautilus is not especially strong in these situations. Doxa knows he's likely to die. He tries to take one with him, but he will finally fall there to the minion aggro. Taco Gaming can't quite finish it, and we are still moving along.
Dang, I'm kind of sad that Doxa didn't just stick around, but here's a look at the fight again. Doxa flashing away, Jashuka still following in, but getting charmed. And then we see Griffin on the back end, just looking for his opportunity to go in. Doxa finds Dragoon around in the bush. Blinks, and oh, this is where Scoop tries to goes in and at least has his Zanyas or stopwatch up, but then just gets blown up immediately.
Oh my goodness. This is really some awesome team fighting to see here from Taco Gaming, pulling this game back, because they looked pretty doomed there for a while. Our game's down to 2,500 gold difference between these squads. It was like 6k or something earlier.
Yeah.
I know I said like Poggy Woggy 5k at that one point where I didn't want to be mean to you, and it was bigger than that at some point. So they have done a really good job keeping this game manageable. They've done a good job getting to a spot where they can fight back fair. And honestly, I think this one's a coin in the air now. I like the graph, yes, it looks like this wonderful blue mountain ridge, but we're about to head into the prairie of throws, because that is what is happening. No team has lost control over the game. I'd say we're back to a swinging pendulum. Let's see some blood. In a situation like this, fortune favors the bold.
Okay, so what I just did was I just Googled 25 taco puns. That way I'm prepared for the next time Taco Gaming makes a play.
Dude, what? Okay. Tell you what. You take a second. I'll just say some random nonsense for a minute here. Find the best one of your taco comments and save it until the Nexus blows up. And then if it blows up in favor of Taco Gaming, make it sound good. If Taco Gaming's Nexus blows up, make it sound bad.
Okay.
That's what you need to do.
I got it. Okay.
All right.
There's so many good ones.
Okay. Just be ready. You have to use it either way, depending on who wins.
Okay.
All right. Taco Gaming, they're getting collapsed on here. We got teleports coming in. Everybody's ready to go. Gwen is immune. Here with a lockdown onto Cozy at the very start, but he goes into the stasis, and Griffin is already killed. Dragoon's going to be next. It's a 2-0 about to be 3. Jishuka's got no way home. He's going down to the bottom of the ocean, baby. Doxa jumps over the wall looking for Scoop. A nice turnaround comes out from Blaze, but it will not be enough. Despite a lead the entire game, it will not matter. No team drops it, and Taco Gaming picks it up, and they're taking it all the way to the end zone. Game number 1 will go to Taco Gaming.
And Flowers, it looks like TG is about to be the taco the town.
Wow.
The taco the town.
Okay. Well, on that note,
The taco the town.
game number 1 comes to an incredible conclusion with an incredible closing comment from co-caster Ovally. I pointed the wrong way. I haven't done this in so long. Anyway, we're going to throw to a break now. But once we return from the break, Cubby and the analyst desk are going to be back to talk about the game and get us ready for game number 2. We'll see you back here real soon.